just a couple more for you. I'm sure, as you can imagine, a lot of people who are speculating as to where your future is. I mean, can you talk about like just how quickly you're looking to resolve that, and how quickly you're going to be talking to the UFC about your next contract?
I'm gonna take the holidays off, man. Honestly, that was my last fight on my UFC contract. And I don't know what's gonna happen, honestly. Like, I'm kind of open to see what they come back to me at. See, like my little brother's out of the UFC now, and like it's like one of them things. Like, I'm not attached to anything no more. Like, I'm taking these fights one fight at a time. My goal is to be the best version of myself. Obviously, the UFC is where the best guys are at. So I would love to fight, in this organization still. But we'll see what happens. Contract negotiations are something that happens outside of my world. I still have an agent that takes care of that.
And what is most important to you at this point in your career? I mean, you've kind of been everywhere now at this point. Like, you've experienced the highs and the lows. How will you make the decision on where you want to go next?
I just watched that documentary, Macho Time. Hector Camacho Jr. Hector Camacho, and it seemed like his legacy play out, bro. It's like, man, I'm writing my legacy right now, and like I gotta take this part serious. Like, so it's about legacy for me now, man. I've done so much in this sport. WC world champ, UFC world champion, 3 different weight classes, wins in 3 different weight classes. I've done a lot already, man. I'm only 33, so right now it's about legacy. The rest of these couple years, I'm gonna make sure my goal that I wrote out in my personal is win every round and win every fight. I lost one of those rounds out there, so I gotta make some adjustments and just keep getting better.
It wasn't strictly financial for me. I actually had 3 or 4 big players when it came to negotiating contracts. So I had 4 awesome offers to look at. And after I got everybody to the price point that me and my manager were looking at, then we got to decide, all right, which one am I the most passionate about? And I think for myself, there was a few different things. I think everyone kind of expected me to go to Bellator because that's where my husband fights. And of course that aspect did intrigue me. I would love to fight for the same organization as him. It makes sense career-wise, I guess. But, the passion in me wanted to go to bare knuckle. I feel like looking at my fight career, I think I have an equal amount of like submission finishes, knockouts, and then like a decision. And so for me, it was more about like, when you look at my whole fight career, the one thing that stands out above anything is how tough I am. And I've carried that through every single fight. And I think the people who really make it in bare knuckle boxing are the people who are tough. And it's a sport for only the toughest of the tough. And that's where I want to show my worth and my value. And at the same time, I get to really utilize and sharpen what I feel is one of my best weapons, and that's my striking. And I just get to make that better and better. And I may go back to MMA. We don't know. But right now, I'm truly passionate about this bare knuckle boxing, and I'm excited to see where it takes me.
Is this about a little bit proving yourself or proving something to the fans? When you say bare knuckle is all about toughness, it's all about guts and grit, do you feel like fans underestimate that about you?
No, absolutely not. I don't feel like I have anything to prove to anybody at this point. If you go back and look at my career, the people I've lost to are some of the best in the world. Like Rose Namajunas, I went 5 rounds with her, and she's going to be recognized as a Hall of Fame fighter and an icon in women's fighting. So I don't feel like I have anything to prove to anybody. I mean, for me, it's about doing my job, which I love to do, and getting paid a ton of money for it. And that's it. So there's nothing else to it. I feel like I've built my name up to a certain point. I have the recognition outside of the organization. And I feel like I can go to these companies, feel like I have a lot to offer off of my name, but also they have a lot to offer as far as me and my career. So I'm going out there to do my job. I loved it.
My best fake friend, Dustin Poirier. All I gotta say, guys, is make sure you guys got the Kleenex ready at the press conference, because Dustin Poirier is gonna break down on the mic. He's gonna cry to the world, get everybody to feel sympathy and feel bad for him. He's gonna get sparked again in the first round because he's completely washed up and has no chin anymore and no heart. So, it's not gonna be competitive. I think Conor's just gonna spark him first round. Just get the Kleenex ready, because Dustin's going to be crying up a storm in the press conference and get everybody to feel bad for me. Oh, we feel bad for me. I didn't accomplish my dream. Yeah, because you're a bitch. You didn't work hard enough for it.
I don't give a